your boy Doc G, and just wanted to make a video um, about decisions. Just wanted to make a video about decisions because look, man, I'm gonna put it like this: if you one of these guys that thinks with your dick and you don't fucking use your brain at all and you just let your dick do all the decision making, let me tell you something. That shit will ruin your life. Let me give you a prime example. I'm a huge wrestling fan. Anybody that's been watching wrestling, y'all should know about this guy named Vince McMahon. He's the owner and senior chairperson of the WWE. Used to be called the WWF back in the day. You know, the same company that The Rock came from, you know, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, you know, that company. So the guy that created this company recently got caught up in a sex scandal where they're saying that he paid off multiple chicks in hush money when it comes to these sex scandals. Like he paid over $14.6 million to multiple women over the 40 years that he's been the chairman of WWF. And he had these bitches sign non-disclosure agreements and shit and all of that. So now it's just now coming to light after running the business for 40 years. It's just now coming to light that he's paid off all these women to keep quiet about, you know, having sex with them. So he paid off. Let me rewind this back. He paid off over $14 million to multiple women to stay quiet about fucking them. So basically, Vince McMahon, who I think is one of the smartest motherfucking dudes out here, you know, who's one of the most alpha dudes out here, this motherfucker, he survived multiple, you know, storms, man. He survived, you know, a whole bunch of fucking controversies throughout his company over all these years. But all it took to bring him down was a couple of women saying, well, I had sex with him and he paid me money to shut up about it. Now, keep in mind, this was consensual sex. They agreed to have sex with him. And now he had to retire from a company that he built because his company is losing money due to all these sex allegations. So I just find it funny how a man as powerful as Vince McMahon can goddamn be brought down by some sex allegations from a whole bunch of thoughts. A whole bunch of thoughts that agreed to fuck him in the first place. A bitch can be a man's worst downfall. Let me repeat that shit. A woman can be a man's worst downfall. This fucking man took a hole in the wall wrestling promotion that was only worth like $500,000 40 years ago and made that shit a global juggernaut. Everybody in the fucking world knows what the WWE is because of him. That shit is a $5 billion empire now. And now that empire is in jeopardy of being brought down because of some bitch. Because of a sex allegation by some bitch. Because he was thinking with his dick and not thinking with his mind. He thought just by having these motherfucking bitches sign NDAs and paying them millions of dollars to keep quiet, he thought that was going to keep him out of trouble. A bitch is going to be a bitch, man. And a bitch is gonna fucking leak out that goddamn information regardless of how much you paid her off, no matter what NDAs she fucking signed. A bitch is always gonna find her opportunity to goddamn ruin a man's reputation. That's why I'll be like, look, man, I don't give a fuck how fine a woman is. I don't give a fuck how good she looks. I don't give a fuck. Look, man, y'all got to motherfucking learn to say no to some of these goddamn women, man. Because if y'all don't vet the character of some of these women, I'm not saying all women are like this. Because there's some chicks out here who are fucking ride or die. But man, some of these bitches out here, you got to motherfucking know. You got some of these girls, you can tell that they some motherfucking thoughts. You can tell that they some hoes just by how they carry themselves, man. Y'all have to learn how to start vetting a woman's character, man. You know, because a woman can be fine as all hell, and your dick will be like, hell yeah, man, let's go hit that shit, man. Let's go get up in that pussy, man. Yeah, any man that's a straight man, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Any man that's a straight man know what it is when it comes to the effects of a fine woman on a motherfucker's dick. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a couple of y'all have been in some situations where y'all came across a fine ass chick who was down to fuck, and y'all were willing to risk it all, even though some of y'all got wives and some of y'all got girlfriends and some of y'all have children. Some of y'all are willing to risk it all. Some of y'all are willing to go to prison, willing to have everything taken away from you, willing to have your money taken, your reputation ruined, just to get up in some wet hole in between a woman's legs. It's not fucking worth it. It is not fucking worth it. I'm telling you, man. Like I said, dude, I'm about to be 40 years old in a couple of months, man. I done had enough pussy in my lifetime to be content. From all races and all that bullshit. I'm not gonna brag. Y'all know what it is. Pussy is pussy. You know, I'm not out here chasing pussy at my age. And to be honest, I shouldn't have been chasing pussy in my early 20s. It is not fucking worth it, my brothers. Let me motherfucking tell you, man. Let me tell you another motherfucker that goddamn ruined their life. Chasing pussy. Following their fucking dick instead, their little head instead of their big head. R. Kelly. R. Kelly, motherfucking, keep in mind, this dude was an R&B singer, man. I mean, if you can sing, you can get some pussy. If you sing, you can get some pussy. And that was fucking R. Kelly. He had his pick of the litter from grown ass women that he could have had sex with. And even still, I would have been fucking cognizant of who the fuck I had around me as a grown woman. But this motherfucker wants to stand outside of fucking high schools picking up high school bitches. This dude want to be fucking a 12-year-old Aaliyah. He want to be fucking 16-year-old goddamn high school bitches and goddamn pissing on them on video and all that bullshit. And now look at his stupid ass. Thought he could get away with the shit. The motherfucker called himself the Pied Piper of R&B. Anybody that knows the story of the Pied Piper knows it's a fairy tale where it was this piper that used to go through these villages playing the flute. And playing that flute, he used to attract all the children from the village, and they used to follow the Pied Piper out of the village, and the parents would never hear from these children again. That's the story of the Pied Piper, and he referred to himself as the Pied Piper of R&B. So he was basically throwing it in everybody's face that he was a fucking pedophile for all these years. Up here fucking these little girls and shit. And now, here it is, 2022, and now he has a 30-year prison sentence because he was following his little head and not following his big head. Thinking with your dick can change your life. And then on top of that, let me tell you some other shit. You know, the reason I call myself Doc Garcia is because I used to be a medic. I used to work in the hospital in multiple capacities. One of those capacities was working in the STD clinic, taking blood samples and piss samples from multiple patients. I can't count how many times in my motherfucking life where I have seen guys sneaking around on their motherfucking girls, fucking these bitches raw, getting bitches pregnant, getting bitches STDs, you know, all kinds of shit. I've motherfucking had dudes come in, they think they were perfectly fine, and then I end up taking their blood sample, call them in the clinic 2 days later, and I have to tell these motherfuckers they got HIV. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling y'all motherfuckers, if y'all don't start motherfucking thinking with your big head, man, I'm telling you, y'all need to stop letting your dick control your actions. You will spend a whole bunch of money. You'll end up being broke following your little head instead of your big head. You'll end up catching diseases following your little head instead of your big head. You'll end up having multiple kids out of wedlock that you can't fucking afford to have following your little head instead of your fucking big head. I'm telling you, man. And I'll tell you this, man. Look, man. I have a few opportunities to follow, you know, to follow my dick right now. It's like I said, I have fucking, I'm not gonna go into detail, but I can motherfucking, it's certain chicks that I could get if I wanted to. It's certain chicks that I could goddamn get at if I was ever so inclined. A few of them actually. But I choose not to do that because ultimately in the end, where would that lead me? What do I get out of my life by having sex with this chick and 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 this other chick? Like, I could do that, sure. But it's, well, what I'm gonna do? Take them on multiple dates, deal with their bullshit, and, you know, and waste time. I could be out here getting money all the time. I'm out here fucking with them. I could be out here working overtime getting money. I could have another hustle getting money. I could motherfucking be out here, you know, creating something, building something, goddamn making myself better. I'm just fucking saying, instead of wasting time trying to please some chick, following my goddamn dick instead of my mind. Man, y'all better learn, man, because I mean, some people learn this shit too late in life, and I really feel sorry for those people. Don't be one of those people, man. Just saying.